I'm James Infiesto. I'm a chess player from Davao City, Philippines, the city of our former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, and the city of our current Vice President Inday Sara Duterte. Before I had disability, which I incurred because I had a stroke. In my country, we are very religious and we have superstitious belief. Having a stroke is like a curse, as if you have a sin in the society. When I had a stroke, because I have overworked myself, I never questioned God because I always believed that God will lead me to my fullest. Before becoming a disabled person, our former mayor, who is now the vice president, Inday Sara Duterte, appointed me as deputy sports chief. I'm very active doing programs for persons with disability, especially the children. We have this camp for children with disability. I come up with shows because I'm also a magician. And the beneficiary are the children. The children with disability are all seated in front. They are my very important people. Little did I know that I will have a stroke, and I'm now a disabled person. The head of the organization of those children with disability gave professional fee as a doctor for free because I had given so much program for them. And then when finally my doctor told me that my disability is permanent, I started doing programs for the disabled persons. Before, the sports program for persons with disability are just on the side. It's not seen. I put them on a pedestal. When we have an awarding, we have the awarding in front of the city hall where the mayor is having office. People, media, I gave all the attention. I put the programs for disabled inside the mall so people will know that disability is a blessing. It's just a matter of accepting in your mind that we could make a difference, provide honor for the country, even we have disability.
James, how did you get involved in chess?
Well, I used to play chess since a little one. That's why I love so much in chess, because there's equality in chess. It doesn't matter we have big, small, but as long as you have a strong mind to play, then you can play. What I did before was, when I had disabled, I put up an organization. It's what you call a Philippine Para Chess Association. Because before, when we composed the national team, the leaders before, they just point, oh, I like you, you represent. I don't like that. There should be equal opportunity for all the disabled persons who are chess players to represent the country, because the bottom line, representing the country is bigger than us. So I came up with the national eliminations. Remember, Philippines is 7,100 islands. We have 3 big islands, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. But I opened the elimination for everyone to participate and have the chance to represent the country. So now, everyone is happy. And even if they did not qualify, they know that they are not deprived of that opportunity to represent the country.
So one act of kindness sparks another. James, how difficult is it for a person with disabilities to live and work in the Philippines? What are the challenges people with disabilities are facing there?
Well, basically, providing accessibility for a disabled person is a continuous process. Every day we always tell our stories. The buildings which are built before, not for disabled person, we go to the government and tell our stories that these things should be made accessible to all the person with disability, because they have they also entitled to live a life in my country. But in sports particular, we have Executive Order 64, which provides sports for all program, down to the lowest barangay, the smallest neighborhood in the Philippines, going up to the national. There is a budget, a certain percentage, we call it 1%, for the total budget of that barangay should be allocated by law to the person with disability or senior citizens. So now, all you need to do is go to that government and claim, assert your right that you deserve that budget. And this is a continuous process because if you go to the far-flung areas, there is still that thing that if you have disability, your parents might have caused big sin to the society. That's why the disabled kids, they don't go outside. The disabled kids are being hidden by the parents because of the fear that other people will say, "Oh, you have a sin," or "What did you do in your life that bear these children with disability deformities?" So this is a continuous process. That's why I used to work with media also and TV before. I have a children's show before. It's Okido. It's awarded as best children's program. So I take that one as an opportunity. They know me. I tell my story every day. It cannot be just one day because this whole process is a continuing process to make people understand that we are one in the Philippines. We are one that the person with disability is striving for equality. And I tell them as a matter of motivation, when I don't have disability before, I say, all of the person who are not disabled, you are all candidate to be disabled person. So you start treating them well now, and the more you treat them well, blessing will come to you. And in my experience, the same also. So I continue to do programs for children because children is very close to my heart. Because I'm a magician, I love to entertain kids. So when they start doing these things, that's why in my country now, our Vice President, Inday Sara Duterte, the former mayor, has so much heart for person with disability. He gave permanent jobs to person with disability, spending almost all day talking about their lives to person with disability. So now, she is the Department of Education in the whole country, secretary at the same time, vice president. So we are trying to rally in her now that the person with disability chess will be included permanently in the national sports fest of all the students. And of course, it is only her who will make that final decision. But in her heart, we know that this could be realized because it's already part, the goal ball for the blind, it's already part, and other disabilities, other sports with disabilities is already included in that department. Now we're trying to explain to her and present to her that for the initial pilot to be a permanent chess for students in the whole Department of Education, we will start with all disabilities first, visually impaired and physically impaired, all combined.
And just moving on generally to the story of people with disabilities who play chess, how does chess help people with disabilities? You talked about that a bit in the beginning, that they feel equal to play with others. But what else? What does it mean to your team? You traveled all the way from the Philippines to be here. What does it mean to you to be here at the first Olympiad for the people with disabilities?
Well, I'll mention one of my players, Roger Lopez. Henry Roger Lopez is a not so well-off person, But when he is in college, from high school to college, he is scholar because of chess. So you see, chess is an opportunity for education. And in my country, education is very important. I have another player, the female player over there. She is a lawyer. Would you believe that? She is amputee, but she continued to persist and now is a licensed lawyer in my country. So this, I tell my players, but being part of the national team is a responsibility for us to inspire other people that disability should not hinder us to achieve goals, dreams, just like any other person in my country without disability. So you see, the former President Rodrigo Duterte, when I always bring them We don't need appointments. When I bring this disabled person, always welcome. And then this blind, they massage him, and he always tell to the media people that these people, they are better people. You see, look at them, they have disabled, they have disability, they cannot see, they could hardly walk, they could hardly stand, but they do not give problem to the government. Unlike to the people who are drug addicts committing crimes, that's he hate the most. But this disabled person, they contribute to the progress of the community. And the most is providing honor to the country. That is the reason why my present government supported our trip here. This is the first time, and the government structure believes that they would like to be part of completing this dream and providing opportunity for us that we will provide honor to the country.
And just finally, will the Philippines maybe be hosting the next Olympiad for the people with disabilities? What are the chances for that?
Well, it's a tall order, but again, we don't stop for that dream. Why not? In fact, coming here, until now, we try to slap our face. We cannot believe we're here already. You know, there are a lot of challenges, but we made it happen. So being here is a good step already, and probably a proof that what you just told me of us hosting could be a reality. We'll work on this. In fact, if I may say, the Asian Magic Convention, the first time it is being done in my country, it's being hosted by my city. So when we talk and we say this is our dream, and we agree that we'll make it happen, then let's start to work and realize that dream.
Well, thank you very much. We hope you do, and we wish you the best of luck here in Belgrade.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Milan. Serbia, Belgrade is a great, great city. You know, people here are so warm. They're very helpful, very hospitable. Thank you so much.